Your name is Diamond's Droog, in the medium of universe A2. You and the remaining members of your crew have been stopped by someone who looks exactly like Spade Slick, the man you previously resolved to go on a suicide mission to find.
Sorry, you say slowly. What did you say your name was?
It's me,
insists the stranger, laughing in a nervous, manic fashion.
Jack.
You look from hearts to clubs. You shake your head at the doppelganger, who takes a step forward. Since the stranger took off the ring, the green crackling in the air has subsided. You reason that must be one of the power rings, much like the one your Black Queen had. You pray he doesn't put it back on.
Come on,
the stranger says, now irritated.
You know me.
We don't, you say, shaking your head. You look like our boss, but you ain't our boss. You swallow. Sorry.
It's me,
the stranger insists, growling.
Jack Noir, the Sovereign Slayer. You know me. I'm from another version of Dice, but you know me. You remember.
We don't know you, says Hearts, who is holding a hand in front of Clubs protectively.
Queen,
the stranger says, pointing at Hearts.
We must have had adventures on this planet together. I'm back!
There are tears in the stranger's eyes. They make you feel a fearful pity that makes your face twist into disgust.
Ace?
The stranger points at Clubs now. I'm not Ace, says Clubs defensively. I'm Clubs Deuce.
Whatever the fuck your name is,
Jack says impatiently.
You're my boys. I'm your boss. We can get back together. We can be a crew again.
Jack takes a step forward to grasp your hand, but you swat it away. Your eyes flick to the ring in his hand. We're not your crew, you try to explain calmly. You've come a long way, and we get that you're a different version of our boss, but...
Guys, come the fuck on,
Jack says. There are tears in his eyes now.
Please, just... It's me. We can be together.
You can come with us to find our boss if you want, you offer. That way we all can...
We don't need your old boss,
Jack says suddenly. You flinch, and the flinch seems to offend Jack further.
What? Are you afraid of your old pal Jack? It's me, King. It's me.
I'm not King.
You raise your voice. This is all very surreal, and you're trying to keep your cool, but your famous facade of calm is falling away quickly.
I'm Diamond's Droog, and my boss isn't Jack Noir, it's Spade Slick, no matter how much you two look alike.
You watch as Jack freezes in place. His jaw clenches and his tears streak down his cheeks. He grits his teeth and you brace yourself as he vibrates, looking like he's about to explode into screaming. You step back as he cracks a quiet, ragged laugh coming from his hung head.
Like I said,
you say over his menacing chuckles.
You can come with us. Find our real boss.
I am your real boss,
Jack says simply. He raises the ring to his finger. Don't! You try to stop him, but his body flashes green and the muzzle is back on his face, the crackle back in the air, a mad, manic smile plastered across his sharp, pearly white canine teeth. He reaches through the air to try to grab you by the collar, but you stagger backwards.
You're mine!
Jack howls as Hearts and Clubs drag you to your feet. The howl of Jack Noir reverberates deafeningly in the air, the green electric sensation turning into a rumbling earthquake. You grab your two compatriots' wrists and drag them into a side street just in time to dodge a strike of neon green lightning that erupts from Jack's outstretched palm. 6 feet scramble across cobblestones as you run, the demon in the body of your boss hot on your heels, screaming and sobbing openly into the cold Durst air, hopeless and ruinous at the same time. You don't know why, and you don't know what for, but you're now running for your life. You and your crew turn sharply into a narrow side street and zigzag through abandoned homes and facilities, hoping that the demon above isn't following you. You hear his voice and his screams of torment, and while they are distant, the sound refuses to leave.
In here!
Hearts cries, pointing to a warehouse in the distance. The warehouse, of course. Your boss, Spade Slick, in his endless scheming foresight, had many contingency plans squirreled away all over the Dursite planet, such as weapon caches and buried briefcases of money. In the distant warehouse, there lay dormant something much more useful. You and Deuce nod and follow, turning a corner into another back alley when you collectively slam into something tall and gray-colored, falling on your ass one by one, Deuce landing in Hartz's lap. You scramble backward, eyes wide, as the demon caught you. You look up at the figure and into piercing blue eyes. From behind the figure, a smaller figure steps, her eyes olive and curious, head cocking lithely to one side. You are no longer Diamond's Droog.
Your name is Jack Noir. You fall to the cobblestone street, hands on stone, panting and wheezing. Tears fall between your hands. Why don't they want you? Why won't they admit you're their boss? What's wrong with them? Is this universe fucking broken? Your boys had fled from you, terror in their eyes. Are you frightening to your own crew? You growl and sob, bringing your head down to the stones, beating your forehead against the floor with rage and grief that you're too far gone to feel in their entirety. Fists punch the ground, cracking it, nearby buildings falling over, your howls of anguish shattering windows and wrenching metalwork from their frames. A nearby fountain springs a leak and water jets into the air. You're in full tantrum mode, your hands beating on the ground, trying to feel something other than confusing pain and rejection and emptiness. The truth stings your heart like a hydraulic press squeezing it into a flat nothingness. Those aren't your boys. Your boys are gone.
They're gone.
You wail into the sky, into an alien dimension.
My boys are gone.
The remaining Dursites rush between buildings in a blind panic, their eyes widening in horror at you like you're some kind of demon. Demon. You get to your feet, chest heaving, lungs pushed outward by a broken heart. You can be a demon if that's what they think. Your fists clench, arcing off the ground and nearby structures in electric pulses. You are no longer Jack Noir.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
The fierce lioness looks down at the tiny kitten, cocking her head cutely to one side. She licks the tiny kitten's fur gently.
The tiny kitten purrs and licks the fierce lion back, hoping it protect the little kitten forever and ever.
It's so nice to talk to you, Jaspers. How are you and Miss Rose doing on your quest?
It's nice to talk to you, Miss Leon. Rose is doing just fine. How are you and your sweaty brother?
Brother? Oh, you mean Equius. He isn't my brother, he's my Moirail. But I guess those two things are pretty similar. He's doing okay. We're about to have a nap to see what's going on Durst.
I have never been to Durst. I hope it's fun. Rose is pondering her orb right now. That is all she seems to want to do lately. I wish she would pet my head and back like she did when I was a regular kitty.
Oh, Jaspers. Rose loves you very much. She's just busy. Everyone's very busy, fighting demons, trying to survive. Talking to you was nice. I can forget about the hard and scary stuff. So thank you.
The world is hard and scary for cats like us.
Oh, I'm not actually a cat.
Oh, but you said your parent was a cat.
That's right, Mr. Count de Leon. But I am not like you Earth creatures. Just because my dad is a cat doesn't mean I'm one. I am a troll.
Oh, okay. I think that means you're a troll-shaped cat.
Sure. Ugh, I hate to go so soon, Jaspers, but I really have to go check up on Durst. Last time we were there, a bunch of crazy stuff happened.
Like what?
Well, did I tell you about the Midnight Crew?
Yeah, guys in black who helped you when your friends on your quest.
That's right. They were being chased by the demon, and Equius and I helped them. The demon already destroyed Prospect inside our session and was running wild, so we decided to show up to Durst to help. For some reason, though, the demon looked sad. It was chasing us in the Midnight Crew and screaming about something, but it wasn't scary screaming. It was like the demon was sad.
Why would a demon be sad?
Well, Equius thinks that the demon is a different version of the Midnight Crew's friend. So the demon wants to be friends with the Midnight Crew.
But no one wants to be friends with a demon, huh?
Yeah, it makes me almost feel bad for the demon. Almost. After all, when Equius and I found a safe place for the Midnight Crew to stay, the demon was already blowing up Durst to try to find them. Equius is worried that the demon is going to blow the whole place up. He wants me to help him get the Midnight Crew to safety.
Oh, wow. How are you going to do that?
Well, Equius is kind of, direct. He suggested just flying them to Skya in order to throw them into one of the portals leading to our old dead world. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to find out.
Miss Nepeta, you can fly?
Well, my dream self can. Everyone can fly in their dreams.
I hope you and the Midnight Crew make it back safe, Miss Nepeta.
Me too. Bye for now, Jaspers.
Bye, Miss Nepeta. Your name is June Egbert. You wake up groggily, dragged unnaturally from slumber, coughing bitterly. Your ribs sting. You recognize where you are instantly, the sofa in your home. You were having such a wonderful dream, flying over a chessboard landscape, a fleeting glimpse of your dad once again. It felt so real. Has everything been a dream? The game, the imps, the whole Earth being destroyed, college orientation? It's in a few weeks, isn't it? You're excited to be free from this house, to take the next step in your life. You sit up and feel another sting in your chest, a grim reminder that the next step in your life is fighting to be able to continue living it. You stagger to your feet, and the sound brings your Nana from the kitchen. Hoo hoo, she chuckles. I'm glad you're not dead, dear. Worry not, I gave that imp that put you in that state what for. Try to relax while I bake some nutritious cookies. How did we get back here? You groggily ask, steadying yourself with one hand on the wall. Teleportation, Nana replies. I can teleport us back to the house, and I decided to do so. You'll have to forgive me, those imps were giving me a case of the horribles. We're all the way back home? You groan. All that progress gone. You keep looping back to your house, stuck in this cradle you've long outgrown. Withdrawing it from your pocket, you realize your PDA is in shambles, its screen crisscrossed with spiderweb cracks that rendered the thing worthless. Looks like to catch up with Jade, Dave, and Rose, you'll have to go upstairs to your room. You manage the climb with your aching ribs and collapse into your familiar computer chair. When you boot it up, there's a message waiting for you.
Hey, Egg Twerp. Wake up already. Ugh, watching you sleep is boring. I'm gonna see if I can use my powers to wake you up. Did it work? Hello?
What the hell is your problem?
Hey, there you are. I think what you meant to say is you're welcome.
You nearly got me killed. You're the reason my chest feels like a xenomorph is gonna pop out of it.
You're not dead, are you? You took care of those imps no problem. You could have killed that last one if it hadn't had the drop on you.
Okay, fine. Putting me in danger awakened some cool powers. But first of all, those were my powers that I awakened. And second of all, I'm pretty sure there was a better way to awaken them than ringing the dinner bell for a bunch of idiot gremlins.
Look, what's done is done. You're stronger now.
And my ribs hurt, and I'm down a PDA, but I guess thanks?
There, was that so hard? You're very welcome, Miss Ektwerp.
Egbert.
Egg nerd?
Whatever. Pisca Surcock.
Let's not get in the weeds on these hilarious nicknames, June. I have another assignment. One that I don't have to trick you into doing this time.
Nana enters your room, setting down a plate of cookies on the computer desk next to you. Thanks, Nana, but I'm not hungry. You give her a polite smile, which she returns. Go on, dear. Just try one. Nana slides the plate closer an inch. Oh, no, that's okay. You try to deflect, but before you know it, Nana has placed a cookie in your grip. They're warm, with neon blue-colored chips instead of normal chocolate. Are these edible? You ask hesitantly. Just try one, dearie, Nana coos in that grandmotherly tone that's impossible to say no to. It becomes clear from her saccharine smile that she's not leaving until she sees you chow down. You take a bite, choosing the path of least resistance. Ugh, you say, wincing. Nana, these taste like toothpaste or something. Eat up, Nana insists cheerfully. These are special cookies. Very good for the constitution. Whimpering, you eat the rest of the cookie, swallowing the potent spearmint flavor with a gag. There you go, sweetie, she says, patting your shoulder. That chest of yours doesn't feel so bad now, does it? As Nana leaves, you pat your chest. She's right. You feel fine.
What the hell was that? Who's that blue human she was helping before?
Oh, sorry. That's my Nana. She's like my dad's mom.
What the hell is a dad's mom?
A woman who you get advice from, but you don't know all that well because she died before you ever met her.
Oh, okay, that actually makes total sense.
Yeah, and she makes me cookies that heal me, apparently.
Keep those healing cookies. I have an idea. Do you know where your alchemy stuff is?
You mean the machines that make new equipment?
Yeah. Let's get you some new gear.
Oh, okay. You're surprised at how quickly you went from angry to Vriska to singing her tune. She's so cool. You take a handful of stuff to your alchemeter, readying yourself to utilize the machines to make some cool new stuff. The first order of business is to make a brand new PDA. From what you've been told, alchemy is very simple. You put in two things in the alchemeter's tubes and a new thing comes out. Dave fixed his turntables, and Rose made her wand weapons that way. You can even use it to repair something that is lost or broken. First, you use an ecto-slime replica of your old PDA and combine it with your room's computer. In a flash, a new PDA appears, a little more bulky than before. You wish you could get a hold of an iPhone or something like Dave and Rose have, but beggars can't be choosers. You hastily navigate to Pesterchum to respond to Vriska. It's already buzzing off the hook. To your surprise, however, you don't see a message from Vriska. It's a group chat from Dave.
Hey man, respond when you can. No rush.
Oh, hi Dave. What's going on?
Nothing, dude. I just heard from the grapevine that you're making some moves lately.
Oh, I guess. I mean, I got in a fight with some imps, and I beat two of them. But I also broke my ribs because another one got the drop on me.
Cool. That's genuinely great, man. But, I'm just kind of wondering if, engaging with the imps is a great idea. All of us are pretty busy here, right? We can't come bail you out if shit gets bad.
Bail me out? Dave, come on. I don't need to be bailed out. I'm not some baby who can't take care of myself.
Didn't say you were.
Also, not to be rude, but why is she here in the chat?
Oh, that's spicy. I've always wanted someone to say that about me. Why is she here? Gives me chills.
She's here for moral support, okay?
Moral support for what? She's the troll who killed me with an exploding rocket. In another timeline, apparently she succeeded in killing me with an exploding rocket.
Guilty.
I know that better than anyone, John. Just hear me out. She and I have been working together lately on a project, and she and I have both noticed you've been chatting with one of the trolls.
You mean Vriska?
Yeah, her. She's super violent and weird, and if you keep working with her, then you'll probably get hurt.
Or worse.
Take it from me, the one who tried to kill you.
Yeah, like, you're hearing this from the chick who tried to fry you, John. You should really heed her words.
You do realize how moronic that sounds, right?
You said yourself you just broke your ribs, man. That's bad news bears, John.
I'm not a baby, Dave. I don't need you to look out for me. And can you stop calling me man and John and stuff?
Damn. Sorry. Still getting used to you being a girl now. Can this wait? We were talking about the whole Vriska thing.
I don't really want to talk about either of those things, actually. I didn't ask to suddenly get grilled by my best friend and his new alien girlfriend about my decisions. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, so fuck off.
Terezi, this might not be as airtight of an idea as I'd assumed.
June might be too far gone to reason with. This is like Tavros all over again.
Who's Tavros?
Ask Vriska.
Let's stay on track. June, I want you to sit on your ass not because I think you suck or you're weak, but because you're my friend and I would prefer you stay alive. We got this.
Oh. I get it. I see now. This is all a little scheme you two are cooking up.
What?
Terezi is helping you get stronger, and she's afraid I might get stronger than you with Vriska's help.
What? No, that's not true.
It's a little true.
What?
See? You want to keep me weak. You think I'll never be as good as you are. You think I'm a baby who needs to be coddled. Well, I'm not a baby. I'm a grown adult.
Most grown adults do proclaim their adulthood in a petulant manner, yes. You seem very mature right now, June.
Terezi, would you shut up?
Both of you just leave me alone.
You punch drywall, gritting your teeth. You place your head in your hands. You need to get your mind off this. You wrench your door open to your closet. You've been getting injured a lot lately, and you need some armor, something to protect you from imps and their various attacks. You grab the only garment that still fits you, a suit that your dad made you wear to a Catholic confirmation. The floor beneath you rumbles gently. You wonder if the imps are causing so much destruction outside that you can feel it all the way up to your house platform. You shove the suit into the tube, and into the other side you shove the cookies Nana made you.
June, what's the holdup? Who are you talking to?
Sorry, one of your stupid friends messaged me.
Let me guess. Was it Pyrope?
If Pyrope is the one who types teal, yeah.
I knew she'd butt in. I know she's been working with the Dave human, probably some pathetic attempt to one-up me. This is so her. We go way back.
I figured. I can't believe Dave trusts her more than me. Ugh.
I don't blame him. Terezi is a master manipulator.
Yeah, she almost got me killed with an exploding rocket.
Ha! But here you are. Shows how much she knows. Let's not let her get in the way of your training, right, Junie? You don't care if I call you Junie, do you?
Oh, well, I guess not.
You blush. You wish you could know from what angle Vriska was looking at you so you could hide the smile on your face. The alchemization of your new armor is complete. A teal-blue suit glowing with the same ecto-energy as Nana's cookies. Hopefully, if your logic is sound, this new suit will have the power of healing the cookies do.
Listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush here, June. You're at a time disadvantage here vis-a-vis power.
What do you mean?
I mean that building power and strength takes time. You don't have nearly enough time to get strong in the usual way. That takes sweeps.
Oh. Then what do we do?
We're going to cheat.
Cheat. I see. Is that allowed?
Anything you can do without getting killed or caught is allowed, Junie. I'm going to send you a code to use for alchemization. Use it along with your most powerful weapon, and it will get a crazy power boost.
Oh. And will that make me stronger?
Yep, but the weapon isn't the end goal.
For your final alchemy project, you place your hammer in one tube. Then, using the attached keyboard, you type in Vriska's provided code. The machine hums as if it's thinking hard, then it buzzes, something deep in the machinery clunking around. Finally it hisses, and on the platform appears.
Ow, what the fuck is this?
This looks like what Lightning McQueen would use to fix a leaky roof.
Shut the fuck up, it's awesome.
The hammer that appears on the platform is bright red, streaked with yellow lightning from what seem to be exhaust ports on the sides. It's far larger than the standard hammer you began with, the head being nearly the size of your forearm. It's heavy, too. You can lift it, but swinging it is out of the question. The metal on the end must weigh at least 50 pounds. The hammer comes with a handy strap which digs into your shoulder when you slide it on. Vriska, this thing fucking sucks. What did you combine this with?
A legendary Alternian artifact. The Red Rocket. Someone else already teleported the Red Rocket into your universe for me earlier. Say something. A thank you wouldn't hurt?
This conversation feels familiar. More to the point, it's too big. I'm not strong enough to swing this around.
Relax, you don't have to swing it. It's rocket-powered, right? You just hold it and the thrusters will do the rest.
I feel like that would tear my arm off or something.
June, I have to say, you're really good at complaining. Seriously, probably one of the best I've ever seen at the art.
Can you see me rolling my eyes? That's a sign of human disgruntlement. A little cultural exchange there.
Har har har.
In spite of her bad attitude, you find yourself smiling again. This Vriska person is hard to trust, but she's also the only person who seems to actually believe in you, unlike Dave and the rest of your friends. Okay, what's the plan?
You know how the imps suddenly became super strong because of Jade's weird nuclear lucis?
Yeah.
Well, there are some enemies who never get upgrades because of your prototyping. More specifically, your Denizen.
Denizen? The final boss monster that Nana told me about?
Yeah, they're still just regular enemies. Boss-level enemies, but regular, as in they don't get stronger when you prototype things. On your own, a Denizen would wipe the floor with you, but together with your brand new hammer and your windy powers, you'll be able to beat them easy.
Like when you're in an RPG and get late-game equipment by accident.
Exactly. Tell me what happens when you beat a boss, June.
You get sick loot?
My god, stop the news scanner, she's a genius! Sick loot equals more power. Have your sprite tell you where the Denizen's den is? Since you're a wind player, your Denizen is probably Typheus. He's one of the easy ones.
Got it.
But first, take that hammer of yours on a little test run. Prove that you're the champ I know you are.
Good idea. I'll find some imps to get the hang of it.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about having to find any enemies.
Wait, what? Just then, the floor beneath you rumbles again, this time like a real earthquake. You look up from your new PDA, eyes widening. A beat later, your Nana opens the door, her voice cracking, chest heaving.
I don't mean to alarm you, June, and I think it's wonderful you're being so diligent with alchemy, but I think we ought to leave immediately.
With Nana, you dash outside the remains of your front lawn. After about 10 feet, the lawn drops off in a cliff high above Lawasa's clouds, your dislocated house sitting atop the sheer island hanging in midair. Down the dizzying height of the cliff, you see something near the clouds. A black-shelled hand extending upwards, reaching for the cliff wall. As the hand comes down, the cliff wall caves in, the massive hand gripping to the side of the cliff as it drags itself upward. From the gray clouds beneath, a face emerges, one of tusks and teeth and beady eyes crackling with nuclear green energy. Rose told you about these. This is no imp. This is a school bus-sized nuclear ogre.
June,
says Nana in warning, still smiling a forced smile, her teeth gritting together.
I can take him on,
you insist, hesitantly.
One is doable.
As if Skya up above is mocking you, another 2 hands emerge from the smoky clouds and begin climbing too. They're still far, but you see a total of 3 nuclear ogres climbing toward you, each of their guttural cries making the spire cliff of your home groan and shake. You slide the crimson hammer from your shoulder, allowing it to fall heavily on the grass.
June,
Nana grasps your shoulder.
I can understand a desire for violence against miscreants, but I am not in the business of losing family members. We have to go. I can fly you up to your first gate again.
Nana, you cut her off. Vriska called you a champ before. She believes in you. Your jaw sets as you watch the ogres come. I have to do this. You look into her eyes, steeling yourself. You feel a sense of calm washing over you, not because you think you can win, but because for once in your life, you feel something important enough to take this risk on. Nana's mouth closes, and her smile disappears. She stares at you, understanding. So much like your father, she says quietly, hanging her head with a sad smile. Very well. Nana finally relents, holding up her fists and swinging them like an old-timey pugilist. Let's make these brutes pay. The first hand of an ogre lands on the ground before you, scraping the green grass. Your hands close around the hammer's neck as your fear turns to adrenaline. You are no longer June Egbert. Thank you for listening to Homestuck Alternate Universe. HSAU is sponsored by contributions from viewers like you. To learn more, go to patreon.com/funkmclovin. This episode was directed, recorded, and edited by Funk McLovin. The cast, in no particular order: AE as Terezi, articulately composed as Rose and Mom, Bucky as Karkat, Captain Lazar as Jack Noir, Eclipi as Gamzee and Equius, Janaya as Kanaya and Jade, Pakin as Tavros, Technically Dead as Solix, Harper as Vriska, Shrimp as Nepeta, and West as Pfeffery. Art by Sunny Dionysus, Gastro, and Clown's Kiss. Supplemental art by Funk McLovin based on characters by Andrew Hussie. Special thanks to Daft Class, Yo It's Crow, and Andrew Hussie. Homestuck Alternate Universe is not affiliated with What Pumpkin or Viz Media. To read Homestuck's original webcomic, please go to homestuck.com or bambosh.dev/unofficial-homestuck-collection. Thank you.